And welcome back to Nancy's Neighborhood. And I told you this is Cleveland State Community College Day on Nancy's Neighborhood because this year is their 50th anniversary. And my dear friend Tracey Wright is here today. And the reason I'm chuckling, folks, she's on spring break. And she has come down from Gatlinburg to do this show. So I can't tell you how much I appreciate you,
Well,
Tracey,
for Nancy,
doing that.
I'd do anything.
Oh, please, please, yes. But I do appreciate Tracey. And I think your official title is Executive Assistant to the President?
Yes, for
Yes.
community relations.
For community relations. So Tracey has several things she's going to talk to us about today because with the 50th anniversary, they have the Community First Award coming up. There's also a Career Expo coming up. And then I wanted to talk to her a minute about their best partners with Taylor School. And they do a lot of neat activities with Taylor School. So I'm going to talk to her a little bit about that. So which one do you want to start with, Gail?
Why don't we start with the Career Expo?
Okay,
That's
Career
okay.
Expo.
Well, we're excited. This event is coming up on March the 22nd, which
Right.
is a Wednesday, and it's going to be held in our gymnasium on campus. And this year, we're really excited because the Career Center is partnering with us on it.
Neat.
So it's allowed us to expand, be more intentional about expanding our outreach to the community as a whole. We know we have a very low unemployment rate. We're very blessed, but there are people who are still searching for the right job or a job. And so we want community members to come out and engage with the amazing employers and four-year institutions that will be there.
I think that's wonderful. And I saw something on Facebook and I shared it onto my Facebook page. Mike Rowe, who has a TV show, is talking about my generation, which you know, the post-war baby boomers. We're getting to retirement age now, and we're the plumbers and the electricians and the brick masons and the contractors and this and that and the other. And he said it could be a real crash to our economy to have those jobs not being filled. But Cleveland State now offers a lot of wonderful programs where people can get a certificate
Exactly.
and go right into the workforce.
It's
And
really
I think that is super. So we're going to have the Career Expo.
right, and there are a number of employers that will be there that have current openings. So we're telling people, come career ready. It's not the time to come out in your pajamas. I know some people think that's appropriate. You and I would never do that.
No.
But we know people who unfortunately
Right.
think that's okay.
Our mamas would have frowned on
Yes,
that big
they
time.
would have. This is not one of those okay times. You need to go dress like you are dressing for success. So, and take copies of your resume. Because again, these people have job openings. They're ready to talk to you on the spot about what those opportunities are.
That's great. And also, I'm going to assume that you all will have information about what people can take at Cleveland State
Oh.
to become certificated to do a job and step right into the workforce.
Exactly. And like you said earlier, we have a number of wonderful certificate programs that are short term that can get you prepared and up to speed to go immediately. And some of those high need positions, such as the welding, I wish I were making what the welders are making.
Absolutely.
I mean, the salaries are phenomenal. A lot of the environments that when you think about working in a plant or industry, it's not your grandpa's plant or industry.
Right.
Times have changed and the industries have too. They're so clean. I've been blessed to go and tour a good number of our local ones and even ones in McMinn County, and I'm just astonished at how clean they are. And they're all about safety and making sure that they minimize the number of accidents that happen. And they need a skilled, critical thinking workforce to come and fill
Absolutely.
those jobs. And some of them are struggling to find potential candidates that meet their needs.
Right. And I've had Rennie Wittenberg and Arlette Robinson, both CTEs from the city and county schools, on and talking about how, and I know because Cleveland State's a wonderful college, but some people don't need to go to college. They need to go to the career part aspect that Cleveland State offers now and get a certificate and go into the workforce immediately.
That's so true.
And so I'm so glad y'all are doing this. So it'll be the 22nd.
From 10 a.m. until 1 p.m. in the L. Quentin Lane Gymnasium. More than enough parking. Our campus police will block off the entire parking lot right in front of the gym.
Oh, at the gym. Okay. Neat.
So you just say, I'm a community member coming for this event. They'll let you right in.
And it says here that over 40 employees and 20 universities will be there.
Yes, and that's a nice
impressive.
thing. You know, you've got both the 4-year, if you're needing additional education in order to pursue the particular career path that you're interested in. We'll have both Cleveland State, of course, we'll have representatives there, but we'll also have several of our 4-year institutions that are really popular for people from our area to
Right.
attend. And so you could get information about those opportunities. And then employers ranging from Denso, Coca-Cola, the USDA Forestry Service, and the Highway Patrol, all are going to have tables in addition
Wow.
to a number of other employers.
Well, I'm not looking for a job, but I might come by.
You need
just
to.
Just to see what all is offered there. I'm not looking for a job, but.
And of course, M&M Mars is always great
Always.
to support us. And
Yes.
you know, when you stop at their booth, they'll have something that you'll
They'll have
want.
a candy.
A little pick-me-up.
That's exactly
Boost.
right.
Mhm.
That's exactly right. So I think this is going to be really, really exciting. And at Cleveland State, there's, I think they call them pathways now. I'm not really sure, but
Yes.
you take a certain pathway, and those credits will transfer to a 4-year school.
Exactly. We changed the name from Pathways
Okay.
to Career Communities now.
Okay, all right.
But we have 7 career communities that we encourage the students to get in, that find your community. Because if you do that, we can almost guarantee you that when you transfer to a 4-year institution, the classes that you have taken at Cleveland State should transfer into a program that correlates with that career community.
And that's fantastic. And that way you're not losing credits, folks.
Exactly. And that we hear, unfortunately, from people who attended Cleveland State years and years ago, and that was, unfortunately, a very real situation. But Tennessee Board of Regents has really helped all of the 4-year and 2-year institutions work together to create these transfer pathways for our students.
And that sounds great. Communities, I love that. I love communities. All right, I'm gonna skip.
You want to shift this?
I'm gonna shift gears, and I'm going to the Community First Awards, which last year was the first year, and I was. I'm trying to remember what I won. I was very honored to win one of the awards.
You were one of our volunteer
service. That's what it
yes,
was.
And what a fitting
well,
opportunity. No,
it
don't.
was-
Oh, well, me. Those of us who know you know that there's no one who does more within our community. So we were honored to have the chance to honor you.
Well, I got the prettiest trophy. I guess it's crystal, and it's got a blue star on the top of it. And I'll tell you what's. Y'all are going to think I'm awful, but Ann McCarley, this dear friend of mine, made me a little nativity scene. So I've still got it sitting up, and I've got my Cleveland State star behind it. So there's my star that goes with my nativity.
Oh,
so, you know, you have to
nice.
be creative
There
sometimes.
you go.
But the Community First Award, and there's a banquet coming up, and I know I know that's going to be happening on the 30th. And so tell us about that.
Well, last year was our first year, as
Yes.
you mentioned, and we just wanted a way, because part of our new theme that we're operating on is community first, community first. And we wanted a way to recognize amazing folks in our community within our 5-county service area who exemplify putting community first in everything that they do. And so we have 9 categories ranging everything from the arts to business, healthcare, volunteer service. And people within our 5-county service area, or they don't even have to be within that, can nominate a worthy individual. And then we put together a committee of folks representing those 5 counties, and they make a determination of which individuals should be our award winners. It's just one of the most uplifting events, I think, that takes place in our community, and definitely for our campus.
Well, it was so nice last year, absolutely so nice. And you said 5 counties, so we got Bradley,
McMinn, Polk, Meigs, and Monroe.
Okay. All right, so there's 5 counties there, and there's already been an announcement of the individual winners in each category, but there's not been the announcement yet of the overall winner. So
That's correct.
of these, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, then one of those will be chosen as the grand winner.
Yes, the community first person of the year.
Okay, there you go.
And no one knows except for very limited
Okay.
number of people until the night of the event.
And I don't know, so don't anybody call me.
Yeah,
I have
don't
no
call
idea
Nancy.
who it is.
She
I have no
doesn't
idea
know.
who it is. I have
Although
no
she
idea.
did help us pick this year.
I picked the first, the
Uh-huh.
top. I helped pick the top 9, and then after that, I was out of it. But this is a. Do you want to read off who they are?
If you don't mind.
I don't, because I think it's wonderful.
Anything we can do to just celebrate these amazing folks.
Right.
In the arts category this year, it's Mary Beth Wicks. And in the business, it's Debbie Melton, that I think a lot of people locally know. In education, Jonathan Pierce, who hails from McMinn County.
Right, and dedicated educator, folks. Great guy, great
we
guy.
have a little joke going about you have to be from McMinn to win in education, because last year's winner was from McMinn.
That is true. That is, I'd forgotten that. That is true. That is true.
In healthcare, we have Dr. Ron Coleman, who was just recently honored at the Cleveland Bradley Chamber
with the
for
Varnell
his
Award.
work. And then in the nonprofit leadership, we have Julie Thornton, who actually resides in Bradley County, but her work that she's been recognized for is largely out of Polk County. She does a lot with the Coy River Jam.
Oh,
that
okay.
has really grown and is taking off
Yeah.
and earning a lot of money for some great organizations.
Well, I
over
look
in
forward to
Polk.
meeting her because I don't think I know her.
And in our philanthropy category, it's Brenda Lawson, that I think a lot of people around here
great gal.
obviously know.
Great gal.
She does so much for our community. And then in public service, it's Ad Lay. He's worked with the Housing Authority for a number of years, volunteering some time. We have a student leadership, and it can be a student at any level. They don't have to be a Cleveland State student. They don't even have to be a college student. Last year's winner was a high school senior.
Right.
This year, it happens to be Brianna Rowley, who is a Cleveland State student.
Oh, neat.
But again, it doesn't have to be. And then in volunteer service, it's Jason Robertson, who again is from Mann County, and he did some tremendous work with the tornado relief.
Right.
And not just him, but he paid his employees to help doing the cleanup in McMahon County. So just some amazing
Absolutely.
folks.
And I can't wait to meet Jason, because when I taught at Inglewood, I taught Mike, Martin, Robertson, and I'm just wondering if Jason is one of that family. So I can't. I can't
you know
wait to
everybody,
see
so it
Jason.
probably is.
So
fun
this
to
is
say.
exciting, and the event is the 30th. Tickets are
We still have them available.
Okay.
It's $50 if you want to buy just a single ticket. If you're looking for an inexpensive way to get your company name or your personal name out, we have what we're calling a supporter level, where you can get 2 tickets at $100. And with that, you get added PR at the event. And then we have corporate tables. If you were really, really wanting to find a way to get your business name out there, we'll add some additional places that you will be celebrated. It's $800 for a table of 8.
And you can split that, because I
Yes,
did.
you're so-
I did.
you're so
well,
wonderful.
yeah, but
that's
I've
a smart
split.
way to do it.
Yeah, absolutely. And my producer's telling me we're running out of time. Bryce, are we really running out of time? Surely not. Can you throw another 30 seconds or something? Okay, throw another 30 seconds, because I want to talk about this just a little bit more. And the event's going to be at First Baptist Church.
It is, and it starts at 6:30 p.m.
Okay.
And we just invite everyone to come, help us celebrate these amazing folks. And last year's winners will also be celebrated.
Oh,
a little
well,
bit.
good. That means I have to dress up a little bit. Okay, I'll do that. Now, how do they register or get in touch with somebody, or what do they do?
Go to the Cleveland State website. We have a new one. Scroll towards the bottom, and you'll see a picture of the Community First Awards Gala. Just click on that link.
Good.
That's the quickest and easiest
Good.
way.
Okay, Bryce has given me another 2.5 minutes, I think. So, I love Bryce, my producer. He's wonderful.
He is a wonderful young
He
man.
really
I've enjoyed
is.
meeting him today.
I mean, he really, really is. But now I wanted to say Cleveland State is also a best partner, business and education serving together, with Taylor School. And I remember when Carl Hite was there, that's how you all, I'm not really sure how you chose Taylor School, but I know they're thrilled to have you.
And we're thrilled to have them. It's a give and take type of relationship.
And that's what the best partnership should be. So I noticed, I cut this out of the paper, you all have done a little library, and I want you to tell the audience a little bit about, I'm going to give that to you,
Thank
about
you.
the little library, because I think it's so cute.
Well, a couple of years ago, our English department had created a literacy garden for them, and it's themed with folk tales. And so when we approached Dr. Kaler about building the little library, because we wanted to get in on the Readers Are Leaders program that the
Right,
county has
right.
initiated. And I went to their kickoff, and I just came back fired up. And I was like, we've got to do this. Let's build, see if they have a little library. And if not, we need to build one. And so when we met with Dr. Kaler, she said if we could have 3 little pigs
That is so
to
cute.
fit with the folklores in their, because it's one of the ones in their literacy garden. And so our art department and students built this, and then we have the straw house, the brick house, and the wood house.
I think it is
It's
so
as
cute.
cute as a button.
The pictures, I've not seen it in person, but
And
the
in
pictures
color,
are
I
darling.
mean, this doesn't quite do it enough justice, but each house has a different grade level. One has, the houses has a preschool, the other one has K through 3, and then the 4th through 5th grade is in the 3rd house. Isn't that precious?
I think that's darling, and the pictures in black and white, and they're standing out in the rain.
It was so dreary and pouring down rain that day. We had set this up, but everybody was a great trooper.
You just followed right on through with it. That's what Cleveland State does, folks. They just follow right on through.
Well, we love putting community first, and celebrating 50 years, as you've mentioned
Wow.
several times. It's been a very special year. And if you don't mind, I'm going to throw this one in there.
Throw that one in.
We're going to end our year at commencement with Governor Haslam as our
Yes.
speaker.
Yes.
So we're very honored. That takes place on May the 6th at 10 a.m., and the public is invited to come and join us.
I
It's
have
gonna
to
be
share this
special.
with you. Tracey happened to overhear Governor Haslam when he was visiting here saying, oh yeah, I'll come back for your graduation this year. So, having said that in front of Tracey Wright, that pretty much sets it in stone, folks. So she reminded him.
That's
so,
right, because I had done my happy dance. You know, I don't have to find a speaker
Yeah,
now. We already
that's
have
right, got a
them.
speaker,
Yes,
yes.
and it's the governor nonetheless. You know, so yeah, we were going to follow up
Yeah.
and make sure that happened.
So she did, and so he's coming. And Tracey, thank you so much for being with us
Nancy,
today.
thank you. We appreciate your support.
Well, I appreciate Cleveland State and everything they do for our community. And Bryce, thank you for giving us an extra 2 or 3 minutes. Folks, I'm going to be off next week, so this is going to play, the Cleveland State will get to play an extra week, reminding you of everything Cleveland State does for our community. I'm going on spring break next week, so I will see you then the last week in March. I will be back. So bye-bye for today.